But one of the challenges that we have, and it was one I think that we anticipated in the event that a Donald Trump would win, is that, and we've talked about this, and again, we're 2 or 3 weeks in now, but there's been a tremendous amount of protests, and we see a Democratic base party. I don't know exactly who it is that has been particularly motivated. And like I said to Alex Gorovich in the upcoming interview, we've gotten emails and we've spoken to callers who are obviously on the left end of the Democratic Party and outside it, who have been organizing, who have been attempting to take over their local Democratic Party, who have been organizing outside of it. We don't really know what the agenda of the protesters are, and I'm not sure that they know. And we can argue over what people are protesting, but I think it's really the point is not to argue over it at this point. The point is to channel it. And in some respects, I think Jennifer Palmieri is trying to channel it here. She may be analyzing it, but I think there's also a push to make sure that, everybody wants a piece of this and everybody wants it to go in their direction. So here's Jennifer Palmieri, the former Clinton campaign communications director, arguing that the protests we're seeing are for what I have suggested at this point that they have been for, to just simply maintain the status quo that existed 5 weeks ago.
Upside, at least, to engaging with the public while Trump is president is there are things you can literally do in your own life to be supportive, to resist him, to help, and I think that's empowering for people.
But what do you do to make sure you don't allow, that the movement doesn't allow a hijacking of the Democratic Party?
Because I don't believe that. I actually think the real energy is not just with the base. These are apolitical people that are turning out. These are millions of people who don't normally participate in politics, and they are scared, and they also understand. And I saw this, obviously not as much as we needed in the election, but I saw in the fall, crowds grow, the concern in the crowd, you could feel the concern in the crowds, people thinking, this country just exists because we agree to live by a certain set of rules. And it is incumbent upon me as an American to stand up and say, Donald Trump does not represent what I view America to be. And I think that a lot of this energy is not, the base is there, but you are wrong to look at these crowds and think that means everyone wants $15 an hour.
Don't assume this is a policy
Don't assume
push.
Don't assume that the answer to big crowds
Right.
is moving policy to the left. I think the answer to the big crowds is engaging as much as you can to be as supportive as you can and understanding. I mean, what these people want, they are desperate. It's all about identity on our side now. They want to show, he does not support me. I support you, refugee. I support you, immigrant in my neighborhood. I want to defend you. Women who are rejecting Nordstrom's and Neiman Marcus they're saying this is power for them. Donald Trump doesn't take me seriously. Well, I'm showing you my value and my power. And I think it's like our own version of identity politics on the left that's more empowering. And I think that's a safer place to be.
I think some of this is accurate analysis. It's also incredibly sad in my mind that the idea that women are expressing their power by getting Nordstrom's to remove a product line. I mean, I think, look.
It's amazing she worked on the Clinton campaign.
Yeah,
the Clinton campaign was very substantive and certainly not built around vague signifiers.
And that's why, this interview, Alex Gorovich and I get to this question of what needs to happen, because she concedes the base is there. And then there's all these other people. And the question is, can you get these other people, to actually start to contemplate the idea of policy? And I think we're a couple of weeks away from starting to see, the onslaught of Republican policy that may provide that impetus. Because, yes, Donald Trump is a disgusting human being, and it's disgusting that he's president, and his executive orders are contrary to our values. But I think also so is Republicans just deciding we're going to re-raise bank rates. We're going to take the restriction. We're going to attack the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. We're going to cut taxes. We're going to starve public education of funds. We're going to destroy labor regulations, labor laws, environmental protections. These are Republicans doing this. Donald Trump doesn't know his ass from his elbow with this stuff. His entire agenda is a function of Republican politics.
And personal enrichment.
And personal enrichment.
Yeah, but that's
like number 5 on the list, right? Of things that we should be worried about.
Absolutely.
But so there may be some truth to what Jennifer Palmieri is saying, but that truth is not static.
She might be right descriptively, but not proscriptively, hopefully.
Well, I think she's wrong proscriptively.
Yeah.
But
well,
that is a snapshot. Yes, I think there is a lot of people in these protests who have not engaged in politics before, but it's not sustaining to say for 4 years that Donald Trump is a horrible human being. That's not going to be enough. You're actually going to have to get proactive about stuff.
I do look forward to the Cory Booker fast in front of Nordstrom's. Gandhi retail.
He's going to go right in front of their cafe. Yeah. Just
You got to do what's right. You got to be progressive.
Strap himself.
Now, I love Nordstrom's. It's a wonderful company, but I'm going to be doing a juice fast like Mahatma Gandhi.
Hey, it's Sam Seder. Why don't you subscribe to this channel? You can do so right over here. Subscribe.